welcome back to the Meeple Marathon. Today we're going to be taking a look at the newest expansion for DC the Deckbuilding Game, or the DC Deckbuilding Game. This is Arkham Asylum. So this is taking the roles and flipping it on their heads. You're going to be playing as the inmates of Arkham, and actually you'll have the opportunity to like attack Batman and what we normally think of as the good guys in the game. This is similar to the second kind of standalone expansion for the game, where you played as kind of the other DC villains like Lex Luthor. I can't remember the name of that one. But this one is completely standalone, so you can purchase this box, play it as is. It is not cooperative, not soloable right out of the box, but it can be mixed with any of the crises scenarios and played through that way if you want to play cooperative. So you can integrate this into just about any of the standard DC deck building games. And we also have this Dark Knights Rising crossover pack that came as part of the Kickstarter. There's a little bonus. Says it's truly meant to expand your Dark Knights Metal game, which I don't have, but it also says that you can just add these cards in to your standard, so we'll just add them to our collection. But we'll take a look at that at the end of the video here. This is the Kickstarter exclusive cover. It's very shiny. It does not really show up too well on camera here, but it's very I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but anyways, rule book here. What's nice is if you're used to playing the rule book here, you can jump back here to the back. So we will do that just to highlight some of the new stuff here that you can expect in this version. So we have victory point tokens that are really just used to keep track of your victory points, but you can also spend them then. So that's why they're giving you these counters. Bribe cards allow you to spend the victory point tokens. You kind of gain access to the card. You're like renting it essentially, and then it's going to go away. Surge cards, which just add cards, can make the lineup bigger. Freeze tokens allow you to kind of freeze a card, and it's eventually going to be yours, but it's going to take a whole cycle until it comes back to you. So it stays off to the side. Once you have shuffled up your deck and created a new draw deck, the frozen cards go into the discard pile. So you'll have to go through your deck again before you're going to get a freeze card. Hostage cards are going to give you the ability to gain VP, and then they're going to sit out in front of you with this ongoing effect of releasing them and gaining the benefit. So they sit off to the side and you can release them whenever you want. Some kind of new weakness cards. There's a coin in here. I guess there's some flipping probably if you're playing as Two-Face. And the Riddler comes with these tokens that he's going to place in the lineup spots and can kind of mess with people. So remember, this game at its core is a competitive game where you guys are all trying to be the best. Here we go. Shadows expansion rulebook. That's right. So the Kickstarter version got the Dark Knights Rising crossover pack and this just expansion for this Arkham Asylum game. So we'll see if that's just mixed in or separated out. Here are the tokens, 1s and 5s for the VP tokens. Here's all the Riddler tokens. Everybody can get a freeze token. Here's the little bribe thing that you press the card over, and the coin. I believe we're going to get, yeah, it's right down there. We got a real metal coin as part of the Kickstarter here. Here you can see cards under this token are out of the game until you refresh your deck, but then they don't go into your deck. They go into your discard pile. But here, these are the Riddler tokens that you place face down, and when you take a card from that spot, you flip this over and it says like the Riddler steals 1 VP from you, or the Riddler gains 1 VP, you gain 1 VP. So very interesting. These seem like a big bonus for the Riddler, but I'm assuming they have worked it all out. So all right, looks like this stuff right here is for our Shadows expansion. So let's take a look at this stuff first. Actually, let's start with our big fat metal coin here. Yep, that flips nicely. It's not as heavy as I thought it would be. I don't know what it's made of, but tails is the scratched up side. So there we go. There's that. We've got some of the oversized cards here. All of this artwork, if you're curious, is pulled directly from a DC comic, but not all the same comic, but they're all comic book related. Look at that one, Kite Man, super. Red Hood, he's shiny. There we go. Robin, Batman, Batgirl, Nightwing, Oracle, The Signal, Batgirl, Stephanie Brown, and Azrael. All right, I believe this might be part of the Shadows expansion, or maybe it's a Kickstarter extra, but I think there's team mode now. So you can play in teams, Team B, Coffer, Team B, Team A. Thank you for backing. I think these are just little decorative cards. I believe that this is the retail, what the retail box is going to look like. And this is the artwork from the Kickstarter box. That is that. A whole bunch of cards here. We probably aren't going to look at every single one of these, but I thought that there should have been, maybe the dividers are here too. These look like dividers. So yeah, we've got some dividers, which we have the big storage box, but it's filling up very fast. Some starter cards. So I think these are, because these characters are going to have unique starters. These are some of the Kickstarter exclusives. You can see down here. But these have a character's name. So we'll set those off to the side. Here's a randomizer for if you want to, randomly add these cards. Here's more Team A, Team B, Team 1, 2, 3, player 1, 2, 3, 4. Team B, Team A cards. I don't know how the team expansions work. Maybe this is for Shadows, I'm not sure. And the rest of these look like some standard cards here. So, what do we got? Oh, there's another randomizer for you. So these, of course, are going to be ones that normally, if you were playing a game, these would be bad guys that you'd be trying to take out. Modified Batsuit, look at that. Here's an example of the Bribe. So these are also Kickstarter exclusives here, these few cards we're seeing. But here, if you spend 3 VP tokens, you can gain this. So you're not having to spend the purchasing power off your cards that you've accumulated that hand. You're just spending your VP that stays with you. These tokens right here. So, hacked bat plane, that's cool. Bluebird, Bitewing, The Question, Maggie Sawyer. Then we've got some more locations. So locations come, and when they come out, they stay out in front of you. So here, this one says, like, ongoing, the first time you play a hostage each turn, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Let's see, who else we got here? Superpowers. Again, Bribe on a lot of these. Partners in Crime, 5 VP. Condiment King. Tweed Brothers, I don't know the Tweed Brothers. Don't know Blockbuster either. I don't know Dr. Phosphorus, man. Yeah, okay, here's a starter card. Some more of these unique starter cards. Starter, no effect. That's interesting. Oh, that's a vulnerability. Okay. Henchmen, they have the surge. Keyword, here's some weakness cards. These, yeah, this whole stack in my hand appears to be an event. I thought events were all in Crisis. It's been a hot minute since I've played me some DC deck building, but we're definitely going to get it back out. I'm loving the artwork on these cards. That one, not so much. Okay, Shadows. So we are still here in Kickstarter exclusives, the Shadows expansion. So maybe that's why this is kind of a whole mixed up mosh of stuff here. None of these were labeled. All right, so this looks more like, yeah, and you can see it's got the little Arkham tag here. So I think what we were seeing was kind of what we got extra with the Kickstarter. Here's all your starter punches. They're all gonna look the same. Every set has had a unique looking punch and vulnerability card and things like that. Here's the vulnerability card. That's an interesting angle, or not angle, but like just Joker does not look well. Henchmen. So this is gonna be a stack off to the side. You can always purchase these guys. They're all the same. Here's your weakness cards. Ones you don't want in the deck. And now here we are. These are gonna be ones who are in the row. And yeah, these are continuing to be Arkham cards. So I don't know why they chose to sort them the way they did. These seemed to be off to the side. But yeah, I just was not paying attention at first. So now here, these are the hostage cards. Again, these are going to be in a separate pile. You're going to mix these up. The pile will be created, and only the top one will be face up. So you can only ever gain a hostage once per turn. You see, you still have to pay for them. When they come back up, they're going to gain a VP and draw a card, but then they're going to have this ongoing release them effect. It looks like the release effect may all be the same. So I'm sure there's cards in here that interact with hostage cards too, so. So these are essentially the bad guys in this game. You see they have various levels here. Increasing Batman. And random burglary, but this is a promo. So this one should have been over here with that one. Again, weird how they kind of mix these all up, but there you go. That's all the cards that came in the Kickstarter pack. So it's important to note that on the box here, it says 2 to 5 players. I'm thinking retail's only going to be 2 to 4, mainly because retail's got this, which has 4 freeze tokens, and this, which I believe comes as part of the Shadows expansion, comes with more VP tokens and a 5th freeze token. So maybe that Arkham Asylum Shadows expansion is what gets it up to 5 players. Either way, let's clear some of this away and take a look at our little crossover pack here. All right, so here we have the Dark Knights Rising crossover, number pack 11. This has the same like shiny cover to it that does not come across as well through the camera as it does in real life. So normally crossover packs here are just added in, you pull them out, they add a little bit of variety to your game. So let's see here, we've got setup, choose a base set, follow its setup instructions. With these changes, after shuffling the main deck, split it in half, shuffle the new main deck cards into one of the 2 piles and then put that pile on top of the other. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. These should be some of the larger cards. Choose your character with. Some more rules there. So here we've got to be able to play Batman Earth 32, Batman Earth 1, Batman Earth 11, Batman Earth 12, Earth 44. I have to be honest, I'm not familiar with this story arc. You do get a divider. I really like this, that they continue to provide the dividers in all future expansions. So that's really nice. I don't have the metal Batman Who Laughs Last Laugh metal expansion for DC, or I think it's a standalone content, so I may not be able to speak intelligently as to what a whole lot's going on here. These are all shiny, which is cool. I guess maybe that's the point of metal, is that they all look metallic. I always liked the Red Tornado when I was a kid. Hawkman. He was cool too. Don't know why this pack was separated from the rest, but yeah. A little bit of everything in that one. And then we've got this one here. Basic superheroes. So his first couple were. There's the Flash. Protocol. So yeah, it seems like this would mix in well with the Arkham Asylum, but anyways, there we go. That is all of the playable content. I didn't back any of the like new deck boxes. They looked pretty cool, but I don't take my game really in small batches to go and play against people. I have my large box and it really never leaves here. And anyways, so be interested to see those. If anybody has a video on those, I'll certainly be checking out because they looked cool. I just didn't see a use for them right off the bat. But anyways, be on the lookout for some gameplay here of Arkham Asylum on the channel coming up in the future. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.